hot here at Home Day. Welcome, Vicky from TVSN.
Hello everyone.
What a sensational deal we've got here for you. It is the TVSN OptiGrill, and I tell you what, when you're talking about convenient, fast cooking, this is the way to do it. Now, $199, a great deal, but hey, what about full-part payments? $51.95 is your first one, and absolutely $0 for postage and handling. It's coming to your door for free with this gift. So you've got an 18-centimetre saucepan, and you've got your knives there from Jamie Oliver and TVSN. That is your absolute free gift when you purchase your OptiGrill with us today, but you've got to be quick. Onto the phones or onto the website if you wish to have this. So, Vicky, OptiGrill, what is it and who's it for?
Well, the OptiGrill itself is the only health grill on the market that will give you 6 programs, and it'll give you the ideal temperature for those particular products that you're going to cook.
Okay.
So if you cook hamburgers, chicken, sandwiches, your cutlets and sausages, your meat, your fish, and manual mode, which is great for grilling vegetables or your sandwiches as well.
Fantastic.
But what makes this stand out better than all the rest is that you can also cook frozen. You can cook your meat from frozen. How fantastic is that? So no more stressing about defrosting your meat before you come home. You can just take it straight out of the deep fridge and away you go.
Well, and when you're talking about your foods, I mean, we're talking about such a variety of food here, but you can go ahead and get that perfect result every single time. Now, we've just popped 3 little steaks out the front here that we had all on the one plate, because it is really quite a large plate there as well that is completely removable, dishwasher safe as well. But we've come up with these beautiful rare, medium and well done steaks.
Unbelievable. And as I said, all the other ones out there on the market are one stagnant temperature. This has variable temperature for each particular item. Unreal. It's 2,000 watts of temperature, of watts, and it's got 600 centimetre square metre plates. Removable, dishwasher safe, very easy to clean.
Absolutely, really intuitive cooking here as well, making it very convenient in your kitchen and putting the fun back as well.
That's right.
46782. Now, from TVSN as well, when we're talking about a great name in the kitchen, they've been doing non-stick cookware since the 1950s, and now they've just upped the ante in their innovation. So this is the way you want to do it, guys. You want to get this home. You want to give it a try. You've got a 12-month warranty. Of course, you have your 30-day money-back guarantee here. And we're talking about such an incredible array of food that you can go ahead and cook. And from frozen as well. You know what? Perfect every single time. Vicky, how exciting is this?
It's fantastic.
46782. First part payment there, $51.95. Make sure that you get this home with your free gift as well. We're celebrating Home Day.
Refresh your home for the new year with all the latest homemaker designs and ideas. Home Day, your new haven awaits.
Hello and welcome back to TVSN for the final live hour of our Home Day. We're kicking off 2014 looking at things that are all about the home, and I like this timing because I think that this is the time of the year after Christmas, after the sales, that we actually go out and buy ourselves some technology. This hour we're going to be looking at some incredible technology drawn together into 2 different size tablets. So if you've been out and about, you've been looking at the various different tablet options for you or your family, I want you to join me for this hour because I am joined by Matt Farmer to talk through the technologies that we're seeing for this brand new range introducing for the very first time to TVSN. Now, I will be very honest, it's a name that I had not heard, but I have been informed it's one of the biggest selling ranges in Europe. So we all know who the big ones are. This is one of the players as well. So what I've got for you is 2 different size tablets that are going to allow your family to keep in touch at home and on the go. Computers are getting too heavy these days. The mobile phone isn't always big enough to be able to get all those games, all the books, everything down. So if you travel on public transport, if you like to read a book on the beach, but you'd prefer to do it on a tablet, tablet. You'd like to sort of keep up with all your girlfriends, the gossip on their sort of social network sites. This is the way to do it with an easier to read screen. 2 looks in this hour. We're going to talk through the technology and which one's right for you. Let's start off with what we're calling the family option here. It's the bigger screen, which means it's that cheat of a DVD to keep the kids quiet in the car as well. 47172. And I'm going to say you've got a great deal here. $4.99 with that lovely little $50 saving, but I'm liking your part payments. 5 months to pay this off, and this is where it helps at this time of year, doesn't it? We all want to go to the sales, we all want to get a great buy, and then we realise the credit card is maxed out, so let's make it affordable for the family here. $92 is your first part payment to try it out at home. Now, I want you to also consider the 7-inch. Now, I've got the family at 13.3, and then I should say the 8-inch. This is the titanium tablet. 47171 is the item number. A really affordable price there at $229. I'm going to tell you something right now. For those parents out there who went looking at trying to find a tablet for the children, for all their apps to keep them quiet when you're in a shop, all those apps to keep them entertained when they're off at the doctor's waiting for the appointment and the toys in the corner are all a bit manky, you are going to love this price point, because I'm telling you right now, the kids' versions are this price point and you can hardly do anything on them. This is a great deal. You've got 3 months to pay it off, and you can get many generic covers that'll protect them, allowing you to be able to keep them safe if you are handing them down to the kids. 47171 is the item number. Now, I am joined today by the gorgeous Maddie, and I have to wish him a Happy New Year. How are you, sweetie?
Happy New Year, Sarah. Happy New Year to everyone.
Did you have a good one?
Hi, everyone.
Did you enjoy the final moments of 2013?
I really did. I had an awesome time. I was actually on a boat with our dear friend Moira, out on Pittwater. We watched the fireworks, first the 9 o'clock ones and then the midnight ones. It was just
So you made it to
wonderful.
midnight. Maddie, I'm
we
impressed.
did. Yes, we did. Just.
Well, you're looking pretty bright today, considering you were up that late then.
Well, you've been here most of the day and doing a sterling job. I've been relaxing and playing with these wonderful tablets, actually, and having a good time.
Now, can I be really honest?
Yeah.
I don't know the name.
Well, they've been around for over 20 years. In fact, they've got a pedigree in the military and developing technologies for the military. And as you mentioned, they're now one of the largest European brands. In fact, they're ranked number 3 in Europe. A French-based brand. Amazing.
I'm amazed at that because, I mean, we all know who I'm assuming who the top 2 are. I know that there's a lot of other brands out there.
Yes.
But Europe is huge, and these are number 3 just behind those 2 dominating brands. But the price point is so much better.
Well, that's right. And you've got no compromise in terms of performance. You're using fantastic processors. You've got the Jelly Bean Android operating system, which is one of the latest versions and totally upgradable as well.
Means so much to me, Matt.
It just means you've got access to all of the latest and greatest apps that are available on the Android operating system. So, as you mentioned, a lot of those bigger brands who are using Android as the operating system for their smartphones and tablets, it's the same operating system for these. And then it's all a matter of the components and the development that's gone into these tablets that puts them together and delivers a fantastic experience. So that's what we're getting with our products here today, and we're going to have a lot of fun putting them through its paces. So
basically we're paying for the top quality technologies, but not paying for the name, is really what this comes down to.
Yeah, exactly. And because they are such a large company globally, and they have just gone in leaps and bounds in terms of their position in the market and their background and their pedigree of being around for over 20 years, that means they've got scale, which means they can deliver fantastic products like this to you for fantastic price points.
Now, we are talking about the specs here. You're saying it is jam-packed. We've got a little bit of a graph here. Now, always remember, on our website, tvsn.com.au, you'll always be able to find the spec sheets of our electronics. So you have the ability to go and compare. I know my husband loves to compare. I often come home from these shows and he asks me all these questions. So if your other half is going to ask you questions and you go, I don't know the answer to that, sweetie, send them to our website. But for now, we've got Matt to talk this through. What does some of these mean? As you said, the Jelly Bean operating system.
Isn't that great? I love the way Android has used all sorts of really cute names to talk about their next iteration or version of the operating system. And as it points out there, it's Android 4.1. So, yeah, it's current.
So we're paying for the future. We're paying for the current technology that's run running
relevant
right now.
okay. Exactly. And you've got a dual-core processor in there. Now, what that means is it's got a very smart brain, a very efficient brain, driving
it's
this...
not hungover.
Not at all. Not at all. And on top of that, you've got 8 gigs of RAM of onboard storage.
Now, that's pretty big.
Yes. Yeah, so 1 gig of RAM operating on the, that's supporting the brain or the processor, and you've got 8 gigs of storage. Now, it is expandable. You can actually get up to 64 gigs of micro SD card to go in there as well.
Online books, if you want to get a lot of TV episodes, a lot of pictures, we can take that up to 64.
Yeah, sure. So you just get a micro SD card,
okay.
pop it in, and expand your memory exactly like that. So it's so easy to do,
so easy.
which is really quite amazing. So you've got a quad-core graphics processor sitting on top of that processor as well, which gives you stunning video performance, and I'll show you that in a moment. Wi-Fi wireless communication, so it'll connect to your Wi-Fi network at home, to those wireless hotspots in restaurants and various other places that are available today. You might have a little portable wireless hotspot that you take with you, or you can either tether your mobile phone to it as well, because these days with smartphones, of course, we can share our data connection from our mobile phone and do it that way.
Do you know, I'll be honest once again, there was a while there I thought, I don't need a tablet. I've got a computer at home and I've got a smartphone. What do I need one for? Only to realise that when you're actually really wanting to go on the social media, you're wanting to maybe look at a recipe, or you're wanting to actually study something for a show, if I want to look up an information about a product, it's very, very hard to read when you're 40.
Look, I agree. I'm just a little bit north of that, Sarah, just a little bit.
It's hard. I mean, even when you expand it, you've only got 3 words on the screen and you scroll it and you're like, oh, this is ridiculous.
Exactly.
That's really where the tablets boomed, because
they sure
this fits in my handbag.
It does, beautifully.
But I can read it.
Yes, exactly.
I can read. I need 2 potatoes, not half a potato.
Yeah, no,
right.
I agree. I agree. And that is one of the challenges. So smartphones have opened up a whole world of apps for us and access to information
on the go.
Things that are important for us on the go. But these still remain mobile. You've got a beautiful 13-inch screen with our
that's
Archos
almost a
family
computer,
pad.
but without the keyboard. I mean,
and it's got a virtual keyboard anyway. So you've got an Android operating system with a beautiful big HD screen, and you've got it's just exquisite. I love the finish. Look how the screen animates there. You've got access to hundreds of thousands of apps via the Google Play Store, which is available on the Android
a lot of them are
system.
free. I mean, you can knock yourself out.
The vast majority are free. So there is, or they start as low as $1.99 for apps these days. So it's very, very light on. Loads of connectivity. You've got that expansion. I also love the fact we've got it connected, which you can see right here, just on our screen. I'll just pull that across. This is micro HDMI. So I've got that plugged into our full HD TV behind us. So all of the content that we're going to experience today on the tablet, you'll be able to see on the TV behind us. And I really, really like that, because there's times when you've maybe transferred your photos or videos from your digital camera directly onto your tablet. You're then sharing them with the whole family. You can, there's even software on here to get really creative as well.
Do you know, we actually went looking for digital photo frames.
Yes.
And we were almost laughed out of stores. They're very hard to come by, because people are now using these to just rotate their pictures, or as you said, popping them on to a TV. So that sort of technology is almost gone. Now, I've got an email that's come through. Someone would like to know, does it have voice activation for a blind person that wants to read audiobooks?
That is an exceptional question. It certainly does have audio recognition, so you can actually speak into it to do web searches and different things like that, because it's got a built-in microphone. Whether it can read those books out to you, let's have a look and explore that during this hour. Stay tuned with us. It's a great question. We might even try and experiment with that ourselves.
I love someone who's going to challenge you, Matt. You're getting too blasé.
I love the questions, because if that's what you want to do out there with your technology, I'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear from you, and we can put it through its paces and see if it's going to deliver on your expectations.
And maybe you're like me. Maybe you have for a long time resisted the tablet because you thought, oh, come on, I've got the computer, I've got the smartphone. What do I need another piece of equipment for? And it's only probably now, like me, I'm always a bit behind the 8 ball. You've realised that It is something that you really will use, but you've probably now seen the price point. You thought, by the time I bought the smartphone and the computer, what sort of budget am I looking at? You want the technologies to make it really a worthwhile piece of equipment.
Yeah.
You want to know that it's a big brand. You want to know that you have that quality and integrity there. But you also know that it works for your budget. That's what we're offering you at TVSN. Finding a product that's not sold everywhere, but is the #3 selling brand in Europe, and delivering it to you at a price that's really working here. Look at your part payment, $92. That's breaking down to be less than $25 per week for you to have this technology wherever you want it. On the beach reading a book because it's holidays, browsing your social media when you're on the train in the morning, maybe on the kitchen bench for your recipes. Why go and buy a $50 recipe book when you can get all the top chefs of the world giving you the recipes? And I was saying I like the fact that you get your protective cover and you got the grotty fingers and then you just wipe it down.
Exactly, exactly. There is some fantastic cooking apps. Yeah, there's some fantastic cooking apps. I love Jamie Oliver's app, which you can download as well and have a look on here.
And
even takes recipes, tutorials.
And allow you to go to the supermarket with, of course, what you need.
Exactly, exactly
Love
right.
it.
Now, just talking about internet connectivity with this. So this is Wi-Fi enabled, okay? So, which means that it's going to connect to your home network via your home router or Wi-Fi hotspots around restaurants and various other places that they're becoming very, very common. However, if you've got a smartphone, you can tether it both via Bluetooth or so very, very easily to this and use the data package in your mobile phone.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so you've got your smartphone. And
Hubby
you
does
can
all
turn
this.
on, yes.
Yeah, but I'd like to know, if you guys think there's a lot of girls out there like me
No, it's a
and
great
men.
question.
So what does that mean? Do I have to pay for a separate package because there's all these No.
No, so generally speaking, if you've got a smartphone at home, you will have some
data plan.
attached to it. What you do is turn on your Bluetooth, turn your Bluetooth on this. It sets up your phone as a personal hotspot. So you've got access and you can share your data connection with multiple devices.
So I will be, if I have a certain limit, so long as I stay within that limit, this is operating and I don't have to go and buy some new plan for my tablet.
Exactly.
Right.
And so
that's affordable then. Because I never go through my data.
Yeah, and quite often what happens is with our data packages, we tend not to use all of those on our mobile phone. So it's actually a smart way of getting really good value for money out of that as well.
That's a really good, because that's a good option. I said to him, my husband always says, God, you've only just skimmed the surface. But if you go home and you use your computer. Yeah. So this is the way, as you said, to making your money work further for your technology.
Yes.
But there's a time and a place for all these different technologies.
Exactly.
Okay, so that we now got the startup point. I really take it back to basics here, guys. So if you're way ahead of me, what I suggest is you go and look at the specs online. Go to their website. They've got a fabulous website where you're going to be able to hear more about the company. You're going to be able to hear more about the product. So if you want to move at a faster pace than I'm going, that's what you're doing. Then you're shopping around. You're checking whether you can get it anywhere else here in Australia, and what price and what part payment and what money back guarantee they have. I can guarantee you'll be coming back and buying within this hour. For those who want to know all of its benefits and hear from Matt, stay with it. So we just got a question through. What Julie wants to know, what's the difference between Wi-Fi and Bluetooth?
So Wi-Fi, that's fantastic. So Wi-Fi is your ability to wirelessly connect to the internet.
So that's what we see when we go to the cafes.
Yes.
And it comes up, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it comes up in a little white box and
right.
says, do you want to use this abstract name?
So your smartphones and your notebooks and these tablets are all have Wi-Fi enabled. Bluetooth is the ability to connect other devices to your tablet or your smartphone, for example, wirelessly. So that's
what you were saying. So we put our Bluetooth on our phone and on this for them to talk to each other.
Yes.
And then we use the wireless from the phone to run this.
Well, there's two ways of doing it. You don't even need to do Bluetooth, isn't it? It gives you options.
Right.
You don't need Bluetooth. You can just use Wi-Fi.
Right.
So you turn your personal hotspot settings on your smartphone, which becomes a wireless or Wi-Fi hotspot. That's what your phone becomes.
Right.
And then it recognises your phone and connects to it.
So that's great news. So I said, no extra data plan for this. You can go to the beach, have your phone in the bag, turn it on. Suddenly, this is now using that same package of data.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, guys. 47172 is the item number. We're keeping it easy and we're keeping it affordable. No more plans. I don't want you having to go out and buy another plan. There's enough plans in my life. There's enough lock-in contracts. So there is no contract or anything with this.
No, that's what you see is what you get. Now, let's talk about what you get with it. And then let's do a little bit of a tour of our beautiful unit. So what you get with your pack is your power pack. Of course, your 13-inch tablet. This little stand, which is really quite neat. Now, I'm just going to turn that around there for you. You can see it's just a little efficient, folds out, a little tripod there, turns it into a little triangle, little stand for your tablet.
So it's actually, that's part of the deal. We're not just using that to show that off. That comes with this pack. So we get the stand. So if I want to put this on my kitchen bench and have the news on it, if I want to have my book on it, if I want to have recipes on it, videos, I can use it as that digital picture frame, as I said. It's got the stand.
Right. Yep, there it is.
Love it.
Which I really like as well. So, for example, we've got it connected via HDMI, which means it's sitting there nice and stable on our stand as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it out of the stand, and all you do is you just pop it out like that, like so, and hold it in my hands, and then that folds nice and
so
like you can pop that in your pocket.
Yeah. Now, we have been talking about the HDMI connection.
Yeah.
Someone's rung through and they wanted to know whether if she connects it to her 50-inch TV, will it lose the image quality?
No, it actually mirrors it. And that's the great thing about connecting it via HDMI. The only caveat there is that you want to have a good quality HDMI cable. We sell those here at TVSN, so you can get those from us here. This is our micro HDMI cable, but what it does is it delivers that content from your Archos family pad and sends it to your television, your full HD TV. So let's show you. In fact, let's make that our first demo.
Let's do it.
How good the quality is.
Now, have we got the Jelly Bean thing running?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Jelly Bean is the latest Android operating system. It's 4.1. That comes pre-installed. That's your operating system. It's upgradable and up.
So I don't have to do anything?
You don't have to do anything.
Right. Okay. Good.
All you do is you set up your account, your credentials, via a free Google or Gmail account. So easy to do. Just pop that in. And you don't have to pay for anything like that. That is free. You just do that, and away you go.
So that's pretty much your out-of-box experience. Plug it in, charge it up.
And start playing.
Start playing. Love it. Okay.
Right. Exactly right.
Because I don't know all those things where you have to just do fancy things to get it even going.
Yeah, sure. It even comes with quite a substantial charge out of the box as well. So you can literally start playing with it straight away. I love all of the connectivity. You've got a bunch of USB ports right there. You can see our HDMI port. Look how thin that panel is, but it does feel nice and robust and of really good quality construction in your hand. So what you're seeing there is your power cable, your built-in microphone, headphone jack. You've got the micro HDMI, as I mentioned there before. You've got a couple of mini USB ports. You've got your SD card slot there as well, and your power port. So it's all there. There's your headphone jack, and it's all there. And so if I continue to turn that around, you've got some additional controls there. You've got your power button, and also you can scroll up and down on the volume controls right here.
Got a good battery?
Amazing battery life.
So if I am going out and about for the day, I can keep going back on this if I'm on the bus, at the beach, the gym, whatever.
Yeah, that's one of the big winners with this particular tablet, because a lot of them still don't deliver substantial battery life.
Yeah, by the time you played a few of the apps and the games, it's been charged.
How would you like 10 hours video playback?
Video playback?
Video playback. That's what they're quoting in their specifications.
You can drive from Sydney to Cairns.
I know, it's really quite extraordinary. So you've got fantastic efficiency with that beautiful operating system and processor that comes pre-installed.
Quiet kids for 10 hours.
Yeah, it's very tempting, isn't it?
It is.
So let's have a look. Now, it's a touchscreen, so it's very, very easy to use. So all we do here is once we start to play with all of the apps that are on our screen here, we can go into the different places on our tablet. So, for example, these come pre-installed. I've actually added a couple of new ones up here as well. Angry Birds, I've added Skype. I've just gone to the Play Store and downloaded Skype and installed it for free. It is so easy to do.
Now, can I do those little I'm going to be really technical. The box is where I group things together. If I've got a big bundle of different apps for navigation or for media, you can make folders.
Absolutely. So that's the Maps app, and I love there's so many derivatives of this particular app as well. Now look at that. That's extraordinary. That's right where we are here today. That's telling you we're the TVSN studios. But what I'm really impressed with, Sarah, is the ability to get this type of technology in your hand for part payment starting at $92.
It's not even $25 a week.
That's amazing.
It's so, and if I'm not having to buy a plan, I'm not having to, there's no additional cost to this.
Yes.
As you said, if I use my mobile phone to go through, that's just the most affordable option.
I know,
so
it's crazy.
There's what we're seeing on the screen.
Yes.
So that's the sort of quality, and you're right, there is no loss of quality by using that good cable to hook that through.
Absolutely. So let's have a look at the video capability, because I know that that's something that the viewer was asking. Will they see fantastic video quality? And the answer is yes. I love this app, Play Movies and TV. Now, this gives you access to a whole bunch of trailers. I'm going to play the Despicable Me 2 trailer because
we all love it.
Because we love it. It really is so much fun. This is being delivered via YouTube. Now, what I'll do is I'll show it to you on the tablet and hold it just below the TV. So you'll see the quality of from the tablet as well as it on the TV behind us.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you can see
at
there,
that.
it is stunning. I'm not sure if that's the TV or the tablet, but it's just beautiful. Look at that. That's
and we're
what you can
losing
expect.
image because you're watching it through our cameras onto the TV. What I'm seeing here is just almost 3D. I can see the stitch work.
It's got so much depth, hasn't it?
Look at the stitch work on her on the bassinet there. You can see his zipper, the eyebrows, individual hairs and shadows. The quality is quite divine. And if you're wanting to see this for yourself, you're thinking, you know what, it's very easy to say that, Sarah. You've got your 30 days to get it home. Try it out. $25 a week for you to be able to play around and see what you think for yourself. For this quality, the number 3 selling range in, of course, the whole of Europe, and for good reason. You've got that technology here. So what else? So, I mean, who are we talking to here? Who's this really for?
Well, this is brilliant for the family because I love the fact that it's got that very big screen. They call it the Family Pad 2 for very, very good reason, because it can sit on the stand and be pride of place anywhere throughout the home. It's a fantastic second monitor. It's another screen to keep the kids entertained for a period of time. With that 10 hours battery life, it's really quite extraordinary. I love the thought of being able to pop it on the kitchen bench with a big screen as well, and watching my favourite chefs in action and guiding me through some new menus and new
just
some
being able to
coaching
catch
like
up on the latest news without
exactly
going anywhere.
right.
Yeah, I
yes.
don't want a TV in my kitchen. Okay. So you've got all that as well, but on the go, this is still light enough. I'll be able to find any of my...
Well, let me hand that to you and feel how
it's lighter than a computer, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
And but we can get all the covers that work for us best, and in whatever design that suits your personality. It is lightweight. But as you said, it's substantial. It doesn't feel flimsy.
It doesn't feel cheap. That's the thing. I love the finish on the back. You've got that metallic silver finish on the back, so that's going to be scratch resistant. And when it's popped onto a different surface, it feels like it's going to be protected.
And we've still got our camera, so I can Skype the in-laws. So when you were talking about sitting on this on the counter, my own personal story is recipes.
Yes.
Is my husband's story is to be able to find the whole weather database of our house and area. We can have this almost sitting up there. It could be your universal clock, so you know what time it is where your favourite family or friends are.
Yes.
And you could Skype them. So it's also your latest technology, telephone, if you will.
Exactly.
And Skype's free. I can call America for free.
It's amazing. Free of any call costs. All it does is use a little bit of your data connection, and it's really efficient. And I love that because...
And you don't see a clear picture on your phone, but you don't always have your computer at home on.
Yes, that's right.
So people think you're offline.
Yeah.
But this, you have this in the stand, on the kitchen bench, in the lounge room.
Yeah.
Your computer's all the way in the office. You don't hear it ring.
Yes.
But this is in your living space. It's really then usable.
Yeah, the other things that I like is that freedom and flexibility that it does give you. If you've got a notebook or perhaps a desktop computer at home and you're not ready to upgrade, but you still want access to the world of apps and the types of experiences that your smartphone is giving you, then a tablet is a really viable option for you. And with the flexibility of the Family Pad, it means you can put it anywhere in the home. It gives you access to all of the latest apps from the Android operating system, built by Archos, one of the world's leading brands, 20-year pedigree. They build rock-solid products, and this is a testament to that. It really is fantastic build quality and looks beautiful.
And a great size to do your reading on. A lot of people have let go of the traditional books. I know my husband gets into bed with his tablet. This is a good size screen for those who really comfortably wants to be able to read it like a book, left to right.
Let's have a look to that.
Go on.
So I love that because the apps that are here for reading books are really very, very cool.
Now, you said that it's a touch screen. If I did want to put a keyboard, am I able to put my own keyboard?
Yeah, you are. Just a Bluetooth, a wireless keyboard, so you can do that, no problem at all. It is the Android system, so there are apps that emulate things like Word documents and spreadsheets and PowerPoint presentations, so you've got access to those types of apps as well.
Now, you're also saying that this is suitable for the family. Am I able to use this as my media server that gets the music going wirelessly and the TV going and all of that are on the universal controls that I don't know how they work?
Absolutely.
You could. So this could be your media centre.
It can. In fact, while I was setting it up at home, I was having a great time playing with it, and I connected it wirelessly via my home network to all of my other devices and was sharing my music and playing my music from different computers onto the tablet. So it's all set up. In fact, I was staggered at how easy it was, because sometimes, even with some of the bigger brands, you have to step through a bunch of hoops to make that happen. It's not always easy.
So this can
was
connect
really
it, so I can get the music going, I can go to my library of music, and
absolutely.
So we really are seeing uniting. The tablet really does unite our various systems of technology.
Indeed, indeed. Now, you're going to love this app. If you love your e-books, this is going to not disappoint at all. So on the screen, you can see that. So we've got a couple of sample books up there. I'll hit the middle book here, which I think was...
Three Musketeers, I think.
Three Musketeers or Treasure Island, or one of those classics. So it's just loading it up now. It's pulling it down from the internet. There it is, Three Musketeers. You're absolutely right, Sarah. Now, all I'm doing with my screen is on the pad is I'm simply turning as I would as if it was a book. So I just turn that like that.
And see, that's a good size. I mean, that is really
it is a great
size writing, because as we get tired in the night, so that's the problem with you know, when you're trying to read things on your smartphones.
Yes.
Is I can't believe you're turning the pages just by flicking your finger there.
Look at that. It looks like a book, doesn't it, in terms of how the pages turn over? I love that. It's only a little thing, but look what happens when you turn the page.
It feels a little realer.
It feels fantastic. I really,
really
love that.
Just can't get your suntan lotion in it. That's about it.
Now, the other thing you can do is quickly and easily change the font size and do all of those types of things as well. If you are like me, these days wearing these to read, then you can increase the font if you've left your glasses at home or anything like that.
Can you do night mode and day mode? With the light, you know, because I know that some of them have that.
Yeah, because it is the nature of this type of screen, it does give you that brightness.
So everything that we've seen, basically, I'm trying to sort of prove that everything that you get from the big two names that you know is pretty much you're getting delivered to your fingertips if you're using the Jelly Bean.
Absolutely.
So we've got all of that going here.
Yeah.
We can get from the Google store everything that we want. We can connect it up to our smartphones. We can use it as our media system, connecting our computer through our mobile to our...
tick there.
I mean, I reckon your car's going to be hooked up next, guys. I mean, you've got my husband, music suddenly appears out of nowhere. I don't still to this day quite know what he's pushing to get it. But we can get all that through here.
You can do all of that. And look, just to answer one other question that came through from one of the viewers was, it doesn't have expandable storage, and yes, you can pop a micro SD card in here to expand from the 8 gigs of storage to up to an additional 64 gigs. So
great. So a couple of episodes of your favourite show, some books, lots of music,
Look, to put that into perspective, it's still thousands upon thousands upon thousands of books, musics, hundreds and hundreds of videos.
A lot of computers for that.
Exactly. Yeah, especially they're on
Now, the only thing we haven't found is the answer to is the audiobooks.
Right. So what we'll do is let's have a look at our playbook settings.
No pressure, but don't let us down.
Now, it does have the built-in audio mic. Let's go into our settings here. You can see what I'm doing on the screen behind me.
Well, our person who asked the question probably can't.
Well, if you have a look at the TV screen, you just go into settings.
Through it.
Share, we can read aloud.
We can read aloud, there you
go. So we've got the volume down, but there it is. Let me just turn the volume up. We'll have to turn the volume up on our TV as well. Could you pass me the remote?
Just do volume?
Yes, just do volume. Let's see
what's... Doesn't seem to be working, does it?
You might just have to point it a little bit closer to there. There it is.
With a little more
or hard, he might have been contented with this new conquest.
Awesome.
The principal features of his
There
character
you
were
go.
ambition and pride. It must, however, be confessed.
There you go.
There
so it does.
you go.
I hope that answers your question.
And I hope you can see at home it's actually highlighting on the page
Oh, yeah, sorry, I should
the
turn that
text
flipping
that it's actually
Yeah, you can see
showing
it
as
here.
well.
That she
Yeah.
was entirely ignorant on that head, her mistress never admitting her into half her secret.
It does sound a little robotic. I wonder if you could go into different programs. I mean, I'm sure you know the answers to those questions better than we do, having never searched there before.
Yeah.
You might be able to find programs that maybe use a different reader.
But I love that. So read aloud
That's a great-
is on
yeah.
here. Voice activation is
Yeah.
there as well. So you've got that. So wonderful.
So here's the technology once again. This is a brand new launch show here right tonight. It is a brand we've never seen before, launched for the very first time. We've just learned its 20-year history. Number 3 in the marketplace in Europe, behind those top 2 that you know about. But we're seeing the same technologies. We're seeing the same features, the same specs, but we're seeing a really affordable price point. What we offer you here at TVSN by joining together is the ability to try it out at home. Your 30-day money-back guarantee gives you the safe way of being able to play with it. I don't know about you, but I get very intimidated going into those stores and having some really bright, techie guy tell me why I need this and then not knowing heads or tail of what I'm doing because I need to make my decision up in the store right there. I don't have to have anything wrong with it to return it if it's not right for me. I get to try it out myself. I get to play around with it in a comfortable amount of time before I make up my mind. See whether this works for you, performs for you. Down from $4.99 to $4.49. Use your pump payments. It's working out to be incredibly affordable at less than $25 a week for you to try this out at home. 47172 is the item number. Lots of questions have come through. We're running out a little bit of time, but what I am going to say is they've got a great website as well. You might find the frequently questions and answered there, helping you with your questions as well. But we will try in this next half hour to try to get through a couple more. So that is the family. Now, I've fallen in love with the 8-inch.
I love this. This is a fantastic size because it gives you that real mobile experience. Now, this is an 8-inch tablet, very, very similar specifications, so there's no compromise. Built by the same brand, feels fantastic, looks brilliant, love the colours, love everything that it delivers. You've still got HDMI connectivity, which you don't always get with a lot of the other brands of tablet. No,
Okay.
no, you don't. So that is a real advantage as well. It is expandable memory. Specifications are fantastic, and you've got access. Once again, it's Jelly Bean 4.1, so it's the latest operating system from Android. But it just feels fantastic in the hand. That's the narrowness of the screen. Loads of connectivity once again. You can see our HDMI connectivity there. Also a micro SD, micro USB, headphone, microphone jack, the power charger that comes in there as well. Fantastic battery life. This is brilliant. What we'll do with this one, I'm going to hand that to you just to see how it feels.
It's got its camera.
It does have its camera.
Do you know, a little bit ago, we were doing a road trip. We'd never had a DVD in the car, player in the car before. We blew more money than this on a DVD player in the car that has just let us down left, right and centre.
Right.
I mean, this is not just for the car. This is the DVD when you get to the holiday and you're washed out.
Yeah.
This is the app store for your children.
Exactly, or for you.
For you.
Yes.
This is the book on the go when you're at the beach.
Absolutely.
This is fitting in most girls' handbags.
Yes. Exactly.
You can get a cover. I mean, there's a million covers these days that you can buy for all of it about $10 if you're really shopping online.
Yeah.
To get yourself this looking like the perfect little sized piece of equipment. Now, everything that we talked about in the first one.
Yep.
Can I hook this up to or do the talking between my smartphone and this?
You can.
So
Absolutely.
I don't need a new data plan.
No problem. Do exactly the same thing. So set your phone up as a hotspot and tether it or connect it wirelessly to this to get it connected to the internet, or connect to any Wi-Fi hotspot, whether it be at home or a cafe or anything like that as well.
How much memory do I have?
We'll have to have a look at the specs. I'm pretty sure you've got 1 gig of RAM sitting on top of that processor, 8 gigs on board storage, and once again it takes that micro SD card, so you do have that ability to expand that memory. So the specifications are actually really, really similar. They both, by the way, a couple of questions coming through, they've both got the built-in cameras, forward and rear facing as well, so you can use it for selfies, or you can use it for selfies, or for using it for Skype, etc. They are HD. Let me have a look at the specifications. I'll drill down on that for you because I know that that's something that some of the viewers are asking us. Let me just do a little bit of quick research.
And I have the ability to go to the App Store because, I mean, look, I was saying this is the price point that you pay for the so-called kid-friendly ones. I'm coming from my own personal point of view here, but
what's great about this is that I'm getting what I need to keep the children entertained. I've got enough memory now, if I extend it, for them to have their section.
Yes.
And then me to have my section.
Yes, exactly.
Now,
2 megapixel cameras. So,
really?
yeah, forward and rear facing, both 2 megapixel.
So which is a really lovely selfie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Now, someone asked a question, do either or both come with antivirus software?
Look, they don't come pre-installed, but you can get antivirus software for Android on the Playbook from the Google Play Store. Yeah. You can get free trials, you can get very basic versions for free as well, or you can subscribe to some of the brands such as Norton, AVG, Symantec, a number of others.
So there you go, you can do it. Now, we were talking about word processing, a word that I'm not great with. Could I print documents if I needed to? If I used this on the bus to actually write out some emails or whatever and I wanted to print them off, I can do that?
Yeah, you can print anything from this, photos, connect it wirelessly to your printer or via your home network. So no problem there at all.
So this could replace the computer to take on the aeroplanes, the bus and the train. I can still catch up on a little bit of work.
Yes. Absolutely.
Type out some emails, and then be able to print things off if I need them as well.
Yeah, no compromise there at all. You can do all of those tasks that we're doing on a day-to-day basis. Now, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze, Sarah.
Go for it. Have you done?
It's passed.
Oh, there you go. It was the nervousness of having to do that. I will do it like that. Now, there we go. So basically, as I said, it really comes down to the tablet is the new computer on the go, if you will, because it also allows us to be so connected to the social medias and the games, etc., that you probably wouldn't be getting apps on your laptop as such.
Sure, exactly. So you really can have a lot of fun. It's for working and playing. I love the size of this. It'll fit into any of your bags, your man bag, your handbag for the ladies. Pop it in there and you're away. With the expandable storage that you've got by using a micro SD card, you've got plenty of storage. It feels great. It looks great. The video quality is fantastic.
Say, I've got to talk about the video on this because I was shocked when I saw this. It is so beautifully rich in colour.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, and the way that you had that front page with all the colours, you really could see how crisp the image was. So here we go. You've downloaded the Angry Birds. And you can see that clarity here.
Yeah, this looks like Angry Birds Racing now. Now, I haven't even played this before, so here we go.
Oh, you're just saying that so people don't judge you, Matt.
Look, I don't know what I've got to do here. Tilt or touch.
Oh!
Okay, so I'm going to tilt. Here we go. Oh, look at that.
Look at that. It's your steering wheel. See, see, that's fabulous.
That is brilliant, isn't it?
You're not so fabulous, but it's
not so great. Look, I'm just meaning to go left and right because, you know, I just want to show everyone what it's like.
Look at that.
There we go. I'm a bit of a Gumby here, aren't I? Now, our internet connection is about 30 metres away from... This is great.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of a blackout studio here, so that is impressive.
Hang on,
get the money.
So
bumped his head.
This is Angry Birds Driving.
So any of those apps that have the steer mode, you'd be able to do on both of them.
Do you want to have a turn, Sarah?
No, I'm absolutely. If you think you're bad, I take it to a whole new level. You should have seen me trying to be the pirate ship in Jake's Never Pirates, getting around the mount. Max was doing better than I was, and he's 4. Now, so this, I mean, as you said, we can go to the source, we can download as many apps as we possibly can fit.
Yes.
We can take a couple of videos. So if we want to have this on the go, as I said, if you've got the kids, they've got a couple of their favourite movies, a couple of their TV series, apps, you have your section to it.
Yes.
So we can have all the different folders, so we know that that's Mummy's folder and she's got home decor, monthly, gardening, tides, so she knows when she goes to the rock pools with the kids. We could do that. Now, we have talked about the fact that you can write your emails and answer your emails when you're on the bus and the train. What about if we take it one step further and say, I want to do a Word document?
Okay, so there's a couple of interesting apps here. This one's called Office Suite. So, look, you've got a blink. There it is. The folder is empty. So this gives you, you can see there that it emulates My Documents. You can either save it to the SD card, you can do it remotely, you can browse recently used files. Now, you can go there and install Office Suite Professional. This will take us to the Android store or the store. There's the price. So this is Office Suite Professional 7 that gives you the ability to create new you text documents, and this is available on the 13-inch as well. So you can create docs, Excel spreadsheets, CSV files, PowerPoint presentations. Now, I think that's pretty hot. And
That's pretty.
$14.99.
No, it's down to $4.99, sweetie.
There you
need
go.
your glasses. We've lost the front one off there.
Wow, that is brilliant. So there you go. So, and it can handle it, no problem whatsoever. So that's just...
So we have a powerful enough engine?
We do indeed. Or
That's not the word, is it?
No, that's fine.
The RAM,
that's what it is.
core thing?
Well, the processor is the engine. The processor is the brain.
So it does have powerful enough to be able to do that?
Absolutely. No problem whatsoever. And once again, you can pop an SD card in there as well, and you've got that expandable storage, so it gives you that portability as well.
Could I save to you know, a home backup?
Yeah, absolutely. Wirelessly, you could do that with a wireless.
So if I do the documents on this, I can then go home and back it up to whatever means I normally do it by.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, someone would like to know if they can use a teleprompter program on it.
Yes. The answer is yes. Yeah, so you can install the teleprompting software. It's like auto cues. We don't use them here, those things here, because it's all live, but you can do that, absolutely.
Okay, there you go.
So no problem.
So all the technology that you want at your fingertips is delivered with this at a really affordable price.
Yes.
I mean, this is a ridiculous price, really. And I bet there's a lot of you who were looking before Christmas at getting the kids their version because they're always stealing yours. And you thought, oh, I don't know. I want them to have the good technology. I want to be able to have, I want to know how to use it myself. I mean, this is that great option for you.
Yeah, it really is.
You're getting the quality here, but the price is great.
You sure are. So it looks beautiful, fantastic $229 price point, and part payment, Sarah. I just love the ability to get fantastic quality technology into my hands on part payment. It's just a smart way to get exceptional products in your hands.
Now, like the 13-inch, can I connect this to my mobile phone to use its data plan or my home office so that I don't have to have a different plan?
Absolutely.
Right.
Just use Wi-Fi, no problem at all. You know what else these are fantastic for is, of course, all the things that we love doing, such as social networking, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Picasso, all of those types of things, Pinterest, all of those social networking sites we can use on our tablets.
So I can take my photo on that, directly upload it onto Facebook or onto the Instagram?
Yes. No problem whatsoever. Just go to the Google Play Store. In fact, why don't we do that and show you how easy it is to do. So what we'll do is I'll go back to my home page here, go to the Play Store. Now you can see what I've done here is that's when I went to the Play Store to download Skype. You can see that that's all the different versions. There is only one version of Skype. There's some really nice and interesting what would you call plugins and different things for Skype as well. Now, what I'll do is I'll just...
I like this, the way it's got... Yep, okay.
Yeah.
There's your keyboard.
Puts it all together, Facebook. So here it goes. There's your Facebook app. So all we'll do is click on that, and it'll just give me the option to install it. I'll hit install, and I agree to the terms and conditions, accept, and it's now in the background just downloading from the internet.
It's really nice and quick.
Very fast,
yeah,
isn't it? So easy to do. Now, just while it's doing that, in fact, if I just pull this page out here, like so, go to my homepage, you can see all of the apps that I've got open. Oh, the colours are brilliant.
So you've got all of these open at the moment, and it's still working that fast?
Exactly. So it's downloading Skype in the background. In fact, I think it's a great time. While that's downloading, you can see the little arrow down near where the time is. It's downloading from the internet. Let's have a look at some of these brilliant apps. So we just went into the Play Store. Here's your Maps application. I'll just click on that.
So this also could be our navigation on the go. We've gone on holiday.
Oh, absolutely.
We're walking around the streets having no idea where we are. Could we use this as our... using those maps?
Yeah, sure can. In fact, it takes it to a whole new level as well. Maps isn't responding. Yes, we don't want to close it. We'll wait. There it is.
So that's what I could do. I could use this as my little portable on the go.
Yeah.
Don't know where the local chip shop is. Don't know where the local all-night chemist is.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is now zooming into where we are straight away. There we are, and I can get directions, I can get points of interest, all sorts of different things. So that's where it's saying where we are. I can sign into my account, but it's giving me opportunities there to look at restaurants, cafes, bars, other different attractions. I can even set it up so it it points out things that are of interest to me. I can preload it to do such things.
So it monitors to you?
Yes.
So your interest wouldn't be late-night chemists?
No, no. But it does learn my behaviours.
Right, so it'll learn your behaviour. So it really is custom, as you said, to you or the family. Now, a customer is saying that her computer needs an upgrade. Could she use this instead of getting a new computer?
Yes, you can. It just depends on the major tasks that you're doing on a regular basis. But if what you do most of the time is surf the internet, access my email, staying social on social networking sites, using my inbuilt camera to do things like Instagram and posting up photos and videos of my family.
Surfing the net.
Surfing the net. Researching. If you're doing some notes and documents, you can see that you can do that as well. Little spreadsheets. If all of that sounds like the sort of thing that you like to do, then you really do have the opportunity to do all of that and so much more with a little tablet like this as opposed to a notebook. You don't necessarily need that full keyboard experience to do all of those things we like to do these days.
Let's face it, most of us have forgoed that, left it in the office and use these on the lap while we're watching the telly now.
Exactly.
Most of us kind of do a lot of that stuff now. Multitasking. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, my husband could never live just on this, but what you said there, I probably could.
Yes.
I mean, I put in invoices for work, but I'd still be able to do that and save them to a folder.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could still back it up to you know, a hard drive.
Yep.
So I could do most of those tasks so long as I download the appropriate software to do those tasks, like we saw the Home Office a moment ago.
Yes.
So it really comes down, I guess, to how many documents you want to save and how much work you're going to do. Wow. Okay, so show me colour.
Well, look, I really want to show you some of the brilliance that this really delivers and some of these fantastic apps. So this is the Archos video app. Let me show you how good this is. It's downloading a video. Here it comes. This is an animation. Have a look at how amazing the quality is on this.
And remember, you're watching through a camera onto a TV screen. So what we're seeing here is full high-definition TV
yeah,
quality,
on full
isn't
HD.
it?
It's really quite extraordinary.
I mean, look at that. I mean, I can see every single grain of sand in those bricks there. Every hair on her head. Yeah,
it really is quite amazing, isn't it? So, looks like... oh, that's a bit sad. But anyway, no. Oh. So let me quickly show you some of the.
The Minions is what you should have gone for, Matt.
I should have showed you.
Always
go for the Minions, which we can do.
No
in
one
fact,
wants to make Sarah cry.
No. So you've got you know, access to the Play movies. We showed on the other version the Minions. We will quickly show you again.
Yeah, go to the Minions. We all love the Minions. They just sing songs and they bump into each other.
So here's that, the Despicable Me, just showing you once again the video quality. By the way, just as all of this is happening, we are still downloading Facebook. We've got all of those other apps running in the background.
They're all still going.
And there it is. Now you can see the quality of the screen on the tablet as well. And what's happening on the TV. So
none of that, it's not stopping and thinking and trying to, like we're not, you know, waiting for it to catch up to us.
No, no. So that's the quality of the video you can expect to see, both in your tablet. Now, what I'd like to do is actually show you how exceptional it is on the screen as well. Yeah, there is little speakers inbuilt within it, so you can hear that. You do have a built-in headphones and microphone jack in there as well. So you've got all of those opportunities.
Now, if you're like myself and haven't heard of this brand, we were educated at the beginning of the hour to learn that this is the #3 selling tablet brand in the whole of Europe. So what we are seeing here is a real leader in sales as well as the technology here. 20 years in the industry, so it knows a thing or two about what you want. We're looking at the latest softwares. We're looking at the latest technologies delivered to you at a price that's just exceptional. 8-inch titanium tablet is down from $249 to $229. What I really want you to be impressed with is, of course, those part payments, but better still, the 30-day money-back guarantee. I want you to get this home and play. I want you to experience. If you're like me and you feel intimidated when you go into the shops and you think, you know, I don't know if I really want it until I've played with it, till I've worked at it, seen how it works for me. Get it home and try it out. 471-171 is your item number. Now, if you're more impressed with the family one, it comes with the stand, so it sits up on your median station, and it becomes your recipe book holder. It becomes your digital camera, you know, the digital photo frame that we used to have. It hooks up to your TV. It hooks up to all your weather stations or your Skype or whatever you want, and all of a sudden, this is your media service when you're at home. It's your computer at home. It's your entertainment unit. It is your I'm going to say your access to all your social media. But you pick it up, pop it in your handbag, and you take it off. You take it to bed to read your book at night. You take it out to the office. You take it on public transport. So you just have your technologies on the go. 47172. Use those part payments once again, and the 30-day money-back guarantee. Try it out at home.
It really is quite amazing, isn't it? And of course, you've got access to the Google Play Store, so a world of apps, 500,000 plus apps available today. There's an app for everything, and a majority of them are free, so you can access all of that. Looks fantastic. It's a great performer, and really it can do so much.
And it's got the Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean 4.1 Android operating system.
So it's all there. Thank you so much.
Oh,
see, the new year's already
pleasure.
done. One
Happy
show
New
done
Year,
already
everyone.
for you. Now, thank you so much for joining us. If you've been in the market, you were taking advantage of sale time to find yourself a system, I hope you'll consider this and use your 30 days to get it home and test it for yourself. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Easy Order, the fastest way to place your TVSN order. Call 13 23 10. Choose option 1 and we'll guide you through the process step by step. Enter your licence to shop number, the item number, the quantity you'd like to purchase, your payment details, and your order is complete. Don't forget, make sure you have a pen and paper handy to record your order number. So skip the queue and use Easy Order today.
From everyone here at TVSN, we wish you all a happy and prosperous new year, and we look forward to shopping with you as always. Enjoy the holidays, and all the best for